swag of a prize fighter. The antithesis of a firefighter. Arsonist, I'm a fire rider. Instant flame like a firelighter. So special with shows, I live out my flows. Can't walk in my shoes, can't purchase my clothes. Ice in my veins, but I never froze. Picture perfect, but I never pose. As a juvenile, I knew I bounced back. Got rated, had a plan to get my ounce back. Use cheese as bait, that's a mousetrap. Let me to the right person to pounce at. They selling dreams, I'm pulling receipts. Full force, we can't be beat. Got a dirty mouth, but the flow so neat. Keep your 2 cents, talk is cheap.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Roy Jones gets his 10th official professional loss last night to Andy Pettis. We're going to take a look at his box rec because, I'm not trying to show any footage of that fight. But you can see a young Roy in his prime in that picture. But now, what's crazy to me is they got him rated at 27th in the cruiser, but I don't know. So, if you take a look, he fought Andy Pettis in his pro debut. And the scores were 74, 78, 76, 76, 75, 77, which is a majority decision. So, Roy Jones gets his 10th L, as you can see here. I mean,
this is Anthony Pettis' first professional fight?
Pro debut, against Roy Jones.
Oh, why they do this to this guy?
He's a former MMA guy, right?
I don't know.
I think Andy Pettis is an MMA guy. So yeah, man, what's your reaction to Roy Jones losing to a man making his pro debut?
I mean, one, he's supposed to lose at this age. You know what I mean? But two, he's not supposed to lose because he shouldn't be fighting, man. It's like, he just damaging his leg. Well, actually, maybe it doesn't even affect his legacy. I think people just, they probably just don't count the end of his career. It's kind of like, me. I'm a huge Wu-Tang fan, but I don't count them last like 3 albums.
What albums you talking about, dog?
Like the eight Diagram album, I thought it was trash. What else? Like they're more recent stuff. I stopped listening to them. You know what I mean? Like, but their early stuff, anything like from, the W and before the W, I could rock with. Maybe even Iron Flag was all right. After that, it's just like, oh man, these ain't the same guys that I grew up listening to, So maybe that's how it is when people look at Roy Jones' career, where it's like, back in the days, he was the man, but as he got older, we see his skill set starting to fade. That it's like, even though he's losing, it's like, yeah, but you didn't beat a prime Roy Jones, so it don't count, and obviously it should count, but fans are gonna be like, it don't count. So I'm not necessarily mad at Roy Jones for still getting in the ring. Clearly he has a problem, like maybe he got because to me it's kind of like at this age it's dangerous, and it's like unless it's one of those like an exhibition match with like another old school, like an old head like he did with Mike Tyson, where it's safe, and Mike's not going for no knockouts and stuff like that, then that's cool. But a professional bout, like, come on, man, it's over for you, bro. So respect to Roy Jones and all. And honestly, if I was this Anthony character, I wouldn't even take in the fight, to be honest, because I know it doesn't count, especially as my debut. And I'm just like, who's his management? Like, and then it's like, who is Roy Jones signed to? That would be like, hey, this would be a great idea, Roy, to get you back in the ring.
That's probably his own boss at this point. He's not.
I don't know.
This fight was on pay-per-view. I don't know. I didn't watch it.
What?
Yeah, it was on some pay-per-view.
For $5.
Anthony Pettis is a former UFC fighter, so that's another.
Oh, all right. Well, then that makes sense. And at least it isn't like a newbie. It's like maybe this Anthony Pettis guy is slightly older than I'm hoping he's an older guy.
I didn't even check his age out. Hold on, let me see if I can figure that out.
This is outrageous, man.
I don't know. To me, it's still, but
you know what Roy should do, man? Like, all week I've been watching the Dana White got that Slap Fest show.
Slap Fest, yeah.
Yo, man, Roy should do it, bro. I'm telling you. Well, nah. At his age, I don't know if he can handle the slap though. I don't know. But when he was younger, I think he would have done damage in that sport. You know what I mean? It's sad that we're calling it a sport, but I think he would do good.
Yeah, that's Slapfest. You used to watch Slapfest before Power Slap.
I know. Before it came out, I used to watch it on
Yeah.
Hot 97. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, that was hilarious. Oh man, listen, bruh, I seen some dude. This is black guy. He barks like he growls like a dog. He got slapped. He was like, "Rrr, rrr." Yo, and then he slapped this dude. It's like he went from earth, smacked this dude, knocked him out, son. The smack came from the ground. Yo, it looked crazy. It looked like a Street Fighter hit. You know what I mean? Like, that was just crazy. That show was crazy, bro.
Well, just Pettis is 36, but this dude G used to be watching Slapfest while we would be in the library studying, and like I would be like writing like an essay or something, and I'll look over at G's computer and I'll see a dude with his hand like this.
Oh man. Yeah, you know what's funny?
What the hell are you doing, G?
I think Hot 97 was the first ones to come up with this. Was years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, they should get credit because all like Russia, Eastern Europe, they doing it now. You know what I'm saying? Like now the UFC got involved.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I saw that, it immediately made me think of like you watching this, and I'm like, why are people watching this? And then some people used to get slapped and fall, and you used to be like, yo, watch this, watch this. Like,
man, I seen it. I'm telling you, some guy got the life force came out of him, dog. Like smacked him so hard when he fell, the dude started seizing, like his legs was twitching. I said, God, yo, and then he woke up. He's like, what happened? They were like, yo, bro, you're good. You got knocked out. He was just like, what? And I was like, yo, that's from a smack, bro. Not a punch, a smack. See, yo, that's crazy, dog.
You knocked out by like your head, like your brain rocking in your head. And like, that's why hooks knock people out. Like, that's why hooks.
Yeah. But this is a smack, bro.
It doesn't matter if you generate enough force to, wiggle the brain.
Yo, I watch that show, it makes me want to practice my slap game, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm at that age now. I can't be fighting somebody, but a good old smack and let them know I still got it.
You know what I mean? You going into power slap?
Nah. Nah, I love my faculties, man.
Yeah. Look, man. Honestly, it's sad, and this is why there needs to be something for fighters who retire, where like they receive some income. Because like if you work a job, you have like a pension, you have some retirement, you have like a plan. These fighters don't ever really plan for retirement. And what's difficult for a fighter is while you're active, you get a lifestyle that you can't maintain when you're not active, because you're not making the type of money that you used to make. At best, I don't want to say at best, but when you're an athlete, if you're going to rely on all your earnings from being an athlete, you need to earn enough money to last you a lifetime in your sport, which is very hard to do if you plan to live long. So, if you have a 10-year boxing career and you retire at, say, the age of 40, what are you going to do for the rest of your life? And are the earnings you made going to last you for the rest of your life? And that's the important thing, like for fighters to start thinking about, but not just fighters, all athletes. And if you maintain a lifestyle that you can no longer fund, it's easy to go broke. It's very easy to go broke. So, I'm not saying Roy Jones is broke. I'm just saying he's not fighting for free. And the money he was going to receive was enticing to him. So he fights and he gets his 10th loss. And there's no way you can tell me that he wanted to have 10 L's on his record. When I think about the Roy Jones I grew up watching, I didn't think he could get one. And when he got the one to Montel Griffin, I thought it was BS, and he avenged it. And I used to argue with my uncle all the time. Who was better, Floyd Mayweather or Roy Jones? And at that time, he had Roy, and Roy was flashy, and Roy was doing all this, and he would just be in my ear. And then when Roy got knocked out by Tarver, and I was like, ha, I told you, But then Roy got knocked out by the Road Warrior, Glenn Johnson, and then Roy was getting knocked out left and right. And I was like, this isn't even funny anymore. Even my uncle was like, yeah. So about that discussion, Floyd was number one, number one the whole time. So yeah, it's sad to see the man who was once known as pound for pound the best and the most exciting fighter in the world, who's iconic, who's inspired so many fighters, just go out like that. I wish there was something like a pension, or these fighters got together and created something for these older fighters, but they're not going to do it. And sadly, we saw Holyfield get knocked out by another former UFC guy. It's sad to see. We see Mike in there, but Mike's not embarrassing himself. But we know what happened with Mike too and his money. So I would say this should be used as a lesson for all the fighters in the game today, who want to enjoy, however old Roy is, in the late 40s, early 50s, who want to enjoy the latter years of their life. You want to make sure you plan to have the funds to do that, because you don't want to be in the ring getting punched on in your 50s, because that's pretty much the only thing you can do. All right. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, you can check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.